Thank you guys. Keep it going. Just a little bit more for me. Me and BK need this. All right? Fucking Stanhope doesn't need this. Stanhope gets this. Stanhope comes out on stage every night and is like, I'm Doug Stanhope. Everybody goes fucking wild. The guest comedian, did he tell you guys have a guest comedian? Oh shit, you got somebody amazing. But guess what? That motherfucker doesn't need it either. He's killing it. We're working comedians. I need this. The last show that I did was a bar show. It was in Bisbee, Arizona. Doug and Bingo were there just hanging out. Like, he wasn't doing time. They came literally just to watch the tragedy unfold. This show had been booked for months. I get there. The staff didn't know there was a comedy show that day. Pool League was happening in the same room. Swear to God. And when we finally got everything together and I walked up to the bartender, I was like, all right, we're ready to start the show. Can you turn off the music? She looked at me and she said, with no irony, she said, you want it all the way off? I was like, yeah, it'd be helpful for performing stand-up comedy. And she got so mad, this gnarly little old fucking desert woman in Bisbee, Arizona, is older than a fucking cactus root, gets all mad at me and goes, all right, but if I turn off the music, you better make it fucking quick. Pool League. So I need this. So thank you for letting me be here at Comedy Roast. Thank you. Hell yeah. To be fair, we do have different resumes. Doug is a literal living legend of stand-up comedy and arguably the greatest joke writer of all time. And I have lost several comedy competitions that occurred in restaurants. That's true story. But I'm excited to be here, man. I feel better than I have in a really long time performing too. And this might be a little off-brand for this particular show, but I'm proud of it anyway. For the first time since I was 16, I did cross 90 days of sobriety. And that's, thank you. Thank you. That's really nice. Thank you, guys. I am drinking again, but I was just taking a break. Not a hero. It wasn't like a condition of my parole or anything either. But I just like fucking with crowds now because that was the most annoying thing. I took 90 days off of drinking, and every time I got on stage and said I was sober, the crowd just immediately starts clapping, like, oh, so brave. What a hero. What the fuck are we doing with sober people? That is too much support. We shouldn't applaud them, first of all. I don't know about you guys. Look, every single person I know that got sober for life got sober because they did some fucked up shit. We should not applaud that. Anytime somebody's like, yeah, I'm sober now, we should be like, fucking good. About time, you scumbag. You know? And can we all just agree that it's not that fucking hard to get sober? Every time somebody's sober, we gotta act like they're fucking Doctors Without Borders. Like, what? It's not. You know what's harder than stopping drinking? Drinking heavily, nonstop for 35 fucking years and keeping your shit together. That's right. How about some applause for those of us that can hack it? Fucking ridiculous, man. I should have one of those coins. I should have one of those fucking... Except instead of saying one day at a time, it just says, fucking hell yeah, dude. Let's party. But I still had to take 90 days off. I was drinking way too much, and I knew I was getting out of control. And then, for me, the final straw came. I was down in New Orleans, which, as we know, is the land of final straws. I was just partying my face off for 3 days, and late one night in a bar, apparently I made out with a dude. And I'm not into guys. So. And don't get me wrong, I would love to be into guys. I would kill to be bisexual. I've been saying this for years. I have been painfully heterosexual my entire life. I'm fucking sick of it. Because I love being a huge whore. I think it's a really fun way to live your life. And it genuinely bothers me that right now I'm just discounting half the population of the planet that might want to have sex with me, which is a quality that I really like in people, you know? But can't seem to flip the switch, but apparently not from lack of trying. I was in this bar, and I have no idea what was going on, but some, cute little fella running around. Apparently we made out, but I remember I had this moment of clarity where I thought to myself, holy shit, is it finally happening? Am I finally opening my mind to find all genders sexually attractive? Like, am I finally going to become the slut that I was born to be? And then I woke up the next day and I was like, God damn it, I'm not into dudes, I'm just really into ecstasy, you know? New Orleans gay is what they call that. I'll get back down there again soon. And I think that's a funny concept too, like the idea that you could be regionally gay, you know? Like guys have regional excuses for their gay activity. New Orleans gay, we're like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I got lightheaded from the elevation, just started sucking a bunch of dicks. That's Colorado gay. Or if you ever think to yourself, God, I hate gay guys so much that I just gotta suck a dick. That is Wyoming gay, everybody. Any Wyoming gays here? Come down for the big show? Sure there isn't, sure. The closet is deep and sad north of the border, y'all. I've seen it. Oh, and then my favorite one is if you ever shoot a gun and think, whew, I'd like to suck a dick right about now. That's Texas gay, everybody. That is Texas gay. They love their guns in Texas, man. It's fucking wild. I'm not like an anti-gun guy by any means, but like people in Texas love guns so much that it is kind of gay, if we're being honest. I was down there doing comedy, and I found out there's an actual law in the books in Texas that says explicitly that you do not need a license of any kind to carry a firearm, right? So anyone pretty much anywhere at any time can be armed in Texas. And again, not against guns. Guns are fun, but as a touring comedian who goes on stage at dive bars and talks about sucking a bunch of dicks, it's not a super comfortable place to be. You know, just like that level of no regulation whatsoever of firearms makes me nervous. That's like one vote away from a law that says you can kill somebody as long as you eat them, you know? Be responsible. It's so weird. And it's so weird down there too because they fucking love guns so much and they love the death penalty. They've executed more prisoners in Texas than all the other states combined. They love that shit. But they hate abortion, which is crazy because that's like my favorite death penalty. Like that's the coolest one. They all deserve it. They all deserve it. But I think that the bridge between these ideologies is not, I don't think it's that big of a gap. I think we're missing a real opportunity here. If we want to bring those two ideologies closer together and just make healthcare for women safer in Texas, I think the solution's pretty obvious. Gun abortions. That doesn't make any sense, but you know it's right in your heart. Yeah. I don't have the science worked out, but the campaign would work. When they're like, you can't kill babies, we'll be like, what if you do it with a gun? I'll be like, damn it, you got me. That does sound fun. All right, not gonna lie. Every show, not sure how the gun abortion jokes are. God bless the Stanhope crowd, I guess. Some people get so offended by dark jokes. I was thinking today, I really hope there's at least a few people in the room tonight that just came without knowing who Doug was or what this is. And I hope they're super Christian. I hope it's going to be a fun night. You guys seem to all be into it. I hope you're into this shit, because if you're not, I'll kill myself. I will. I got one applause break on a suicide joke. My man. It's hard to get laughs on suicide. I'll give you that. It's a tough sell. I did have a woman get really mad at me once. I was up in Fort Collins. I did a show. She got really mad that I did that joke, and she came up to me, and she told me a fact about Colorado. And this is real. I'm not making fun of this. I'm not shitting on this in any way. She told me right now Colorado's 5th in the nation for childhood suicide. It's a real thing, and it's a shocking thing, because like when you live here, right, we all think Coloradoans are just healthy, happy people. But that's a real statistic that's happening. It floored me when she told me that. I thought, my God, just when I thought I couldn't love this place anymore. Oh. 300 days of sunshine a year and the kids get rid of themselves? Are we in heaven? I mean, they're not because of the suicide. That last part was for the Catholics. Guys, I'm Kyle. Thank you very much. This has been super fun.